Hey guys, how are you doing today? This is King Doe, and this is my first God of War theory video, so bear with me. Today, I'm going to talk about Kratos and how he'll end up visiting Asgard in the next game. So, in the last game, we see a vision Atreus has, where Thor comes down to the cabin to pay a visit to Kratos. Now, I want you to keep in mind what Kratos has done to upset Odin. He's killed Magni and Modi, both of them. There's a chance that Modi could be alive, but for the sake of this video, let's say that Atreus killed him. Because of this, Odin would send Thor out to visit Kratos and actually kill him. But the thing is, Thor nor Odin, they don't realize what Kratos is. See, Kratos has the gift of immortality. I'm not going to explain that in this video, because most of the fans will realize that, already know it, but for the time being, I'll explain it in a future video. Long story short, eventually Thor will defeat Kratos in this first fight. And the reason being that Kratos must lose is because Kratos needs to reach Asgard, but it's currently blocked off. So, how would he reach Asgard, you may wonder? Well, as Mimir said in the last game, Valhalla is in Asgard. So, Kratos will be killed by Thor in their first encounter in the beginning of the game, and then he'll be sent to Valhalla. Since God of War 3, the intro to the games have been very intense. God of War 3 starts off with you killing Poseidon. God of War, the new God of War, starts off with you fighting Baldur. And the next game will start off with you fighting Thor. Now, we all know that Kratos has been holding back in the previous game, but for now, I just want to keep focus on the event that is Thor versus Kratos in the beginning of God of War Ragnarok. And this will spiderweb into multiple theory videos. But for now, I'm just going to focus on Kratos getting to Valhalla in the next game. Imagine the thoughts that are going through Thor's head right now. This man came from out of nowhere. He wasn't prophesized at all. And he kills both of your sons, Modi, who was destined to take Mjolnir in the future. This man, Kratos, just comes out of nowhere and completely throws off the predictions and the foresight that is Ragnarok. At this point, Thor is definitely ready for battle. And as he slayed the giants, and as he slayed anyone who came across him in his path, he will, unfortunately, defeat Kratos in this first encounter. Now, just for the record, I want to say that Kratos can defeat Thor, but this will come later on, towards the end of the game, and it will be, quote-unquote, one of the climaxes of this game. But for now, in the beginning, Kratos must lose in order to reach Asgard. In this battle, Thor will try to create mind games against Kratos, and most particularly against Atreus. See, Kratos can see through this because he's been through so much throughout the series. But Atreus is at his most impressionable age, and even though he knows not to listen to the Aesir, he will still hear what they have to say. And once Thor defeats Kratos, he will definitely take what they say into consideration. And at this point, Atreus will be kidnapped, along with Mimir, after Thor defeats Kratos. So, Thor defeats Kratos after an intense and spectacular battle that happens at the beginning of each God of War game since God of War 3. It's just how it works at this point. So, Thor kidnaps Mimir, he takes Atreus, and they go back to Asgard. So, this is where the first part of this theory ends. So, to clear everything up from part 1, the beginning of the game will start with Kratos and Atreus encountering Thor, and a fight of the gods will ensue. At that point, Thor will try to sway Kratos and Atreus, most specifically Atreus, to joining the Aesir's side. Kratos will see through this, but Atreus will keep his mind open. So, Thor will defeat Kratos, and then he will kidnap Atreus and Mimir and retreat to Asgard. If you want to see the next part of my theory, please stay tuned, because I will be going into this much deeper and much more thorough in the next set of videos. Thanks for joining. This is King Doe, and I hope you have a good day. Peace out.